Hi, I'm Allie. Are you ready for the holidays? Join me in making these Santa baby earrings with some wire and simple beads. If you need any materials, go ahead and look below the video in the description, which will get you a link to get back to our website. Gather up your materials and let's have some fun making our Santa baby earrings. So we're going to make Santa baby here, and we are going to be using a collection of beads. So I have 8 seed beads that we're going to use for his beard in a white. Then I have some pearls that we're going to use in a 3mm for his hat here. And then we're going to use some 3mm in my biconed color. And the 3mm bicones are in the opaque cream AB. You can also add little eyes if you want to, using some black seed beads or blue or whatever you want. And then the mass majority of this is going to be the little red crystal bicones in the garnet for his hat. So to begin, we're going to start with the beard. We also have optional 1 4mm bicone in the same red color. So I have a pile of beads here. Let's get started. I've got some 28 gauge wire in a bronze color, an antique vintage bronze. And the first thing we are going to do is make his beard. So his beard is going to consist of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of our 8 seed beads. After those 6 seed beads go on to our 16-inch piece of wire, we are letting it drop down to the bottom. From here, I'm going to put on the first portion of his face. 1 8 seed bead, 1 and 2 and 3 here of my opaque cream crystals. And then I'm going to follow the beard up the side with 1 more 8 seed bead. Now, the beads are going to want to float all around the bottom, and what we're going to do is make them stay. So I'm going to take the wire from the opposite side, and I'm going to go back through the 8 seed bead, the 3 crystals, and the 8 seed bead after those crystals. I'm going to make sure I have equal portions of wire on both sides and pull towards the middle to make the bottom of his face. From here, we're going to increase his face size. So again, 1 of our 8 seed beads, 1, 2, 3, 4 of his face, and then 1 more of my 8 seed bead. Now, if you don't have the crystal 3mm, you can always use just all seed beads for that. That's totally fine. And then we're going to go the opposite way once again. So you can see I flipped mine in my hand and went back through the beads, always sewing from the right to the left. So I constantly flip my project as I'm working on it. Once that wire goes back to the right and to the left, pull that down so you have equal amounts of wire on either side. From here, we're going into the bottom of his hat. So we are going to use the 3mm pearls here in that silvery white color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of our pearls. And we are going to let them fall down next to the base of our head here. I usually even will kind of push that over to the side, turn it, and then grab the wire from the opposite side. Keep that wire as straight as possible and kind of wiggle and turn your beads, spinning them around to get the wire to go the whole way through to the opposite side, coming out after those 6 pearls. Go ahead then and pull the wire on either side, and now we have the bottom of Santa's hat here. From here, we are going to continue to degress, meaning we are going to make the hat here out of 6 crystals, 5, 4, 3, and we're going to stop at 2. So our first one is going to be a total of 6 of our little 2mm crystals. And then same thing, we are going to let them lay down on top of the pearls here. Flip to the opposite side and take the other side of wire through your crystals in the opposite direction. Once these are through and you pull, then you're continuing again, going in and adding more of your crystals till you get down to a count of 2. So you're just going to continue the process, pulling wire in from one side, then the other, crisscrossing through, and continuing to get our hat smaller and smaller. 6, then 5, 4, 3, and 2. After we get Santa's hat to 2, I want you to bring both wires to the top, Then you're simply going to twist. Once you have those twisted together, grab your round nose pliers and we're going to make a round loop to hang our earring from. And then you're going to take the wire and just twist it around that loop. From here, I'm going to cut down my wire just so I have less to work with. And here's your option if you want to add a 4, you don't have to. But from here, after twisting around a couple times, I'm going to add a 4 millimeter, then another one of my 2 millimeters over both of my wires in the same direction. We're done with our crisscross. And then we're going to follow it up with a little puff ball of our pearl. Once that's on, you're going to bend your wire down and go back to 1, 2, and 3. Between 2 and 3 there, you're going to tuck your 2 pieces of wire underneath the bridge thread, going there from this row of 2, or sorry, the row of 3 to the row of 4. Bring those 2 wires from the back towards the front, grabbing those with your pliers if you need to, and with your hands. And you can see that just does that little turn to make it look like the hat is kind of pulling off this side a little bit and turn to the side. It's a little fun addition that you can do to the hat. From here, you're just going to take those 2 wires to the back, trim them short, and then use your needle nose pliers here to just wrap them around that turn of the piece. Last thing to do is put on some ear wires onto our Santa baby here. Take your earring, open it up, pulling to the side, put your loop over, close up your Santa, and there you have a little fun holiday earring. These also look a little bit like gnomes. You could do fun ones in all different colors. Do some Christmas gnomes. You can play around with the hat too if you want it shorter or longer. You can even make the beard fluffier by doing another layer of seed beads if you want to, and really make some alterations to make it look anything like you want it to along the top or the bottom of your little Santa baby earrings. If you want eyes, I would suggest making it 1 longer. So you're going in the bottom here and you are doing the same thing, but as you get to the head portion, do 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th one, putting 2 black beads in place of beads number 3 and beads number 4, or beads number 3 and 5 of that grouping of 5 beads. Thanks so much for joining me in creating these fun Santa earrings. Remember, if you need any supplies, go ahead and look below the video in the description to get links to get back to our website. I can't wait to see the creativity of some of your Santas in our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making, so post photos there. Thanks so much for watching and stay tuned for more inspirational designs.